Hey everybody, welcome back to the Rift. Johnny here, and today we're playing Garen into Sett. The matchup that a lot of you guys complain about, understandably, right? This is a stat check champion, and seemingly from our perspective, what can we do, right? He's just gonna spit back all the damage we deal, and he's got way better stats, he can fight way better. What can we do in this matchup? So I'm gonna hopefully show you guys. We're playing with the runes you see on screen. I did adjust, and instead of Gathering Storm, we have Scorch. And Scorch will help us with some short trades in lane. But at the end of the day, you could go either of those options and you'd be in a great position. Just gonna go for a quick auto Q here. You can see any trade we take is basically hard losing early, right? So just Q away here, right? That's fine. He takes a bit of minion damage too. Our main goal in the first few levels here is to preserve our HP as much as we can, not get caught by his level up there, and get some levels ourselves. Now, once we start to get a few levels under our belt, we can actually do some really cool stuff, and hopefully I'll be able to showcase you this game. Because what happens is that Sett is a champion that has very long cooldowns. Specifically his W, which is his main ability. He needs this ability to outplay you, right? The way Sett outplays you is that you deal damage to him, and then suddenly he deals a lot of damage back. Okay, I'm not really gonna go into that. Suddenly he, wins the trade in the end by like connecting W onto you. So the way we play around that is very simple, actually, but we have to be very intentional with it, which is what I call the 2-round method. So, okay. I got a little bit greedy there, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I really wanted that minion. What? We didn't get that? Okay. Kind of messed up here, so we're just gonna use my potion and try to level up. My yapping kind of distracted me. So, okay, what's the 2-round system? We also have jungler coming around top, so we could do this. We could use this. Okay. He missed his ability. Okay. I'll just flash the middle. There we go. Perfect. I'll ask for a little help pushing this too, because the faster we can push, the faster I can recall and buy my items. So really good gank. I'm gonna say well played, bro. Okay. So this idea with I'm trying to get to my point here. With the 2-round system is that basically our abilities come off cooldown faster than his, right? So like we said, W is his main ability, but once he uses that, it's down for about 16 seconds, right? It lowers with more levels, but especially early on, that's a very hefty cooldown. And we actually get like 2 rotations of our abilities in the meantime, in the time it takes to come back. So our idea is, hey, let's burn his W in an initial trade, try to avoid the center of his W as much as possible. I want the cannon here. And, okay, we'll take a bunch of damage, but auto Q away. And we'll eventually heal this back. My main goal there was to get the cannon. He did a good job punishing me for it, but that's also the beauty of Garen. And so when we go for the round 2, let's say, his abilities are down, and that's when we basically all in at that point, because he doesn't have a shield to outplay us with. He doesn't have any of that. Okay. I should have known. I mean, I knew he was in there, but I messed up my spacing for it. So you might think, hey, we're taking some losing trades here, and certainly we are. That is why this matchup is difficult, right? Is that Sett has a very easy time Okay, I have to focus here so he doesn't get his W off on me. Okay. Okay, that's fine too. That's fine. Remember, we're gonna heal back, right? With my passive. So this position is completely fine for me. He used his E on the cannon there. Okay. That's also fantastic. Getting his flash for free. Let's play it slow. We don't necessarily have to hard push this, even. I don't think I'm gonna be able to stop his recall, sadly. That's the only thing there. But yeah, so that's the idea, right? When his shield is down, we want to all in at that point, when our abilities come back off cooldown before his. The other thing that's really interesting to think about is that normally our combo looks like auto Q, E. So leading with Q in that sense. But actually, what's really effective against Sett quite often is when you go for that final all-in, you actually want to save your Q for the end. A perfect recall timer for us, so we avoid this gank as well. Take that. Yeah, okay. Let's go for this. So, by saving our Q to the end, we are able to also silence him, so that we can then finish with our ultimate, and just in case his W is coming back up, he doesn't have the ability to use that during the silence. So that's another key piece of like toolkit that we have, is that later on, once his W is a shorter cooldown and we can't fully rely on the 2-round system, that's something we can do, right? We bring him really low with just auto E, and then once he's in kill range, we Q for a lot of damage, plus R, and that finishes him off. So here, we can tell that they are doing, at least I kind of thought they were, pretty good short trade into him there. I thought, yeah, indeed they were doing the grubs. Okay. Right, solid. You can see that Q damage really adds up. Okay, he has not used his W here, so it's still not okay for us to all-in him at this point. But he's getting pretty low, right? So he might be getting towards the point where I can do what I talked about, which is just E into him, and then when he's getting very low... Okay. I mean, he just didn't respect me. I don't even know what that was. For a second, I was perplexed. Like, what are you doing, my man? But I guess sometimes we can also catch people unawares with our Q. Here we go. Get a second plate too. Now, we overstayed a little bit, and he does have TP. What I'm hoping... I might not be able to... Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stick around. He might not expect me to still be here, because I see my jungler still around topside. That's perfect, actually. And he used his W. So obviously we want to go back to base and buy items. That's our main objective right now. Okay. So Juani's here. This is difficult for us because I can't quite go there and help. Okay, good job Good job by him actually catching me with the E. It's a bit of a difficult position for us because we have so much unspent gold, right? Cool. That's something we can do sometimes, like he has to run into us to then E, but sometimes we can run back with Q and our move speed catches him off guard. So that's possible as well. Okay. Okay. I'm waiting for my Q to come back. And we get in range. Perfect. Losing part of the wave here, but that's completely fine. His TP is on cooldown. So what we do is shove as fast as we can. Also, actually, part of the changes with your E getting a lower cooldown with levels is actually pretty nice for Garen in lane too, as you start getting more levels, you know? So let's go back. I got my completed Stride Breaker, which means I'm gonna be this man's dad, pretty much, at this point. And at this stage too, like we have a lot of facility for proccing our phase rush, right? So our short trades are gonna be way scarier too. We no longer have to do like auto QE. We simply QE, Stride Breaker, phase rush is activated, and then we have... I mean, look at that. It's so hard for him to... he might be tilted here. Okay. Right. Should have respected him a little bit more, simply because my ult is on cooldown, right? So that's my bad. I won't make that mistake again. And that's gonna cost me a plate right there. So also good kind of humility check here. I W just in case he catches me with that. Our only objective right now is to heal up a little bit as my ult is coming back off of cooldown. Okay. There you go. There's no counterplay, right? There's absolutely no counterplay. He even got his W off before the silence. So, in that sense, I guess he did all he could, but it just... there's nothing he can do. Once the ult is up, we just Damacia our way to victory. I'm gonna force this tower if I can, because it's around 40 minutes. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's the entire enemy team. Wow. Okay. So my goal was getting the tower and then just proccing phase rush and running away. But clearly enemy team hates me, which is fair. It's also a 5-1 Syndra with damage that is pretty hard to avoid. So what I'm thinking is actually investing into mercs for the tenacity plus MR and continue with our build, which is going to be the lethality build, what we've been enjoying a lot recently. And the reason for that is several reasons, actually. It's a build that works super well, almost regardless of comp you're into. Because your split pushing is insanely powerful, given that Demolish works with lethality. And your damage is actually insane as well. And a lot of it is now coming from Q, which is instant, right? So you just Q on someone's head. It's a lot of damage. So overall, it's been working phenomenal. And in my opinion, it's a better build to like carry games. Whereas the Bruiser build serves a bit more of a utility kind of use case, which is also valuable. But I think in the sort of gold elo where I'm at, this is by far the most effective or like recommendable build. Okay. I think I'm going to... Yeah, okay. Just run away from this. Yeah, there you go. That's phase rush advantage. Okay. Wow. Yeah, the Syndra just has way too much damage when we look at this. That mostly came from Sett, obviously. But she did a lot very quickly to us. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. I didn't really expect them to run straight into it. They might have had vision in the objective, and that's part of the problem. So let's get a scanner. Be a bit better equipped to judge enemy vision. Okay. Gotta focus up. Those have been a couple of costly mistakes, right? So let's focus up here. They got 3 people devoted to this objective. I think I can actually get here in time to try to kill him. Syndra has got 2 items. Okay. Yeah, got it. Perfect. I know that if we shut down the Syndra in the fight, we pretty much just auto-win, right? I was even considering just flashing on top of her head, but wasn't really necessary in the end. Now Drake is up. Sejuani has got Heartsteel. Okay. So the main thing I would like here is for my team to go for Drake. Okay. Just make sure he doesn't get anything off onto the Mel. Syndra is already back and angry. Back and angry she is. Almost 3 items strong, this Syndra. We gotta be very careful of this. Okay. Nice. Woo. Okay, perfect. I'm happy we got that. Might have to run top here because Sett has been taking advantage of that to split push top. But he's still quite... Well, actually, he's caught up quite nicely for being 0 and 5. That's a good job on him too. Okay. Cool. He's silenced for quite a good while there. I don't have my ult here, so I don't want to completely all-in him, but we can see my ADC is coming around. Alright, good flash by him. I'll just grab the wave. So I have my full item in base. I'm gonna prioritize getting that and then redeploy on the map. ADC mid, please. So ideally what we want is for my ADC to be mid, because it's not optimal for her to be in the side lane like that. She can get killed very easily. Now in this game she's very strong, but I still, you know, she has a shutdown, right? So I don't want her to feed that. Whether or not she will listen to me is it's a good question. We'll have to see. Okay, even Draven is here, so we have to be a bit cautious. We have to think of Syndra as a big threat bubble. Okay. Ooh, she made a mistake here. I sadly couldn't get the Demacia on her. I really wanted to steal the kill, just being honest with you guys, because it's a lot of gold. And I'm confident that with the gold, I can actually carry. So I wanted it for myself, but I think in this case, it's fine for someone else to defend top, because Sett is quite behind. So instead, I'm gonna play for this with my team. He might get the tower, not too much I can do about it. That's fine. My talent is a little bit behind, but hey, we're still in it. We're still in it. He's got way better farm than enemy jungler, so at least there's that we can be happy for. Now, Bard is an interesting one because he's going for a full damage setup with a bit of MR. It's like the weirdest Bard build I think I've ever seen, by the way. But the good news with that is that we should be able to kill him. So he's going this way. Ooh. Okay, I'll ignite her to guarantee the kill, and then we just move away. Perfect. I thought I wasn't gonna need it, but I'm very happy I used it. She was gonna walk away with like barely no HP. Realistically, can this Bard stop me from shoving tower? I don't think he should be able to. So let's see how he plays it. If he wants to just receive that, that's also okay. We can just steal jungle camps in the meantime with Talon here. I'll let my homie have it, right? Because it might surprise you. But a small act like that can actually make your team really, really happy. You know, feel like taken care of. Okay, let's proc all of our move speed. Beautiful. Sejuani is homeless and dead. So that's perfect. And straight away, you know, my ult is down. Let's just go top and see if I can secure this tower. So, really solid game so far. We've made some key mistakes that we can learn from, but overall, I think it's a good example of using the lethality setup. And a lot of people don't expect your move speed burst with Ghostblade and your upfront damage with Q, actually, which is interesting. So we can also use that. I'll scan as I'm going back because so often I've been killed by backing on a bush that's warded. We might think that they're going back, yeah, I was gonna say, but it's possible that Syndra is still around, so. Might be able to catch these guys, though. It's a bit greedy by me staying here, but I think, ooh, okay. I'm just gonna move away from the Sett so he can't ult me into their team, right? Okay. I'm gonna ping away. I have a lot of gold to spend, and it would be pretty int for me to stay on the map and fight with all this unspent gold. So let's go back. Our next core item here in the build is Opportunity, and this item synergizes really well with us too. I want to match Sett, because Sett is a bit awkward for my team to match. So I want to make sure that I'm matching him, because I think I can beat him, right? I'm a bit stronger than him. I'm still ahead. He's 0-7. Yeah. Okay, I mean, Bomba. I guess. It's crazy. He didn't even like have time to react, I guess. Maybe he was watching Netflix on the side. I know some of you do that, and I don't judge you. Kinda do judge you. But either way, that is also our power. And now I have Demolish. I can't really... Okay. Just proc Demolish. Look to play it safe. My team's getting Baron in the meantime. The fact that Syndra is here means my team can take a preferable fight without the strongest enemy team member. And that's actually a very big win too. Because Syndra, when you look at it, is like the only person that's popping off, right? So if I can keep her busy here, that actually gives my team a huge amount of breathing room. And now I can collapse with my team faster than she can. Look at this. Look at how much we're getting. Amazing. Honestly, I think we can keep going here. We might be able to just end it. Okay. Zhonya's is down for quite a while, right? So that's good to know too. Now we don't need to force it. We can simply go back. Take all of their jungle, all of their horses, all of their women. That got weird for a second, but yeah, you get the idea. Okay, I'm gonna ping my team to go back. I don't think that's a very good fight to take. I'm not there. I can't be there at all. Somehow worked out. Actually, it did work out. So I was a bit afraid that Syndra would kill a bunch of my team. It's working out though. They're keeping them busy. We might be able to just get all of top lane here. Get that cannon. But yeah, I mean, our demolish damage is absolutely insane. Oh. Okay. Try to get as much move speed as I can here. Dodge her stuff. And we're golden. Okay. I don't necessarily want to play into Sejuani Syndra. So really just looking to get the waves. My team has 3 people pushing bot, so at some point they're gonna be forced to go respond to that. And honestly, if they don't, that's amazing. Right now, there's 2 people here top. They have 0 chance of killing me. Wouldn't it be funny if they actually do kill me? What is this Bard build, man? He's got like a... What is going on here, by the way? Okay. It's a good chunk of damage. While my team is just winning the game for free. I can, in fact, go and join them here. Beautiful. Hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.